1919 Coup survivor urges leaders to stand up for the International Criminal Court. Police probe firebombing of journalist's vehicle, and MV Golden Carrier replaces MV Blue Wave Harmony. A pleasant good evening to you. I am Yolani Belfon.
And I am Nico Williams-Wilson.
It is Friday, July 24, 2026, and you're locked into your home for local coverage, Tobago Television News Updates. We start tonight with a major developing update. As Trinidad and Tobago prepares to mark 36 years since the July 27, 1990 attempted coup, social activist and hostage survivor Wendell Eversley is sounding an urgent alarm. He spoke with Tobago Updates after his annual pilgrimage. As you'll hear, he takes direct aim at the silence as foreign political forces push to dismantle a national legend's legacy. Here's more in this report from Jewel Green George.
At 5:30 this morning, activist and 1990 coup survivor Wendell Eversley set off on his annual symbolic walk from Crown Point to Bacalet. The journey would culminate at the gravesite of former Prime Minister A.N.R. Robinson at 10 a.m. But on this 36th anniversary, Eversley says preserving Robinson's local milestones is only half the battle. Eversley completed his annual commemorative walk in Tobago, and speaking to Tobago Updates, he took direct aim at national and local leaders for remaining silent, as he says foreign political forces threaten to dismantle the global institution created by former Prime Minister and President A.N.R. Robinson.
Here it is, a small man from Tobago who was the first finance minister of Trinidad and Tobago with former Prime Minister Eric Williams. First chairman of the Tobago House of Assembly. You notice everything from his first?
Yes, first.
First Prime Minister from Tobago to be Prime Minister for Trinidad and Tobago, and first President.
Beyond his domestic achievements, Robinson earned international acclaim as the grandfather of international justice after his 1989 United Nations address spearheaded the creation of the International Criminal Court. With American politicians now calling to dismantle the tribunal, Eversley is demanding immediate intervention from local elected officials.
We're here in a powerful country. We're hearing a Secretary of State for the United States of America, Marco Rubio, saying they want to dismantle the International Criminal Court. Today, our Prime Minister is silent. Not a word. She's going to allow this International Criminal Court be dismantled.
Eversley insists that representatives across both Tobago constituencies and the Tobago House of Assembly must challenge government silence and defend Robinson's international footprint.
36th anniversary. I'm calling on the Prime Minister, I'm calling on the Chief Secretary, and I'm calling on the two members of Parliament for Tobago East and Tobago West, and especially the member for Tobago East. If he will join with the Prime Minister and let them dismantle A.N.R. Robinson legacy. And if they do something like that, A.N.R. Robinson will be turning in his grave.
Having survived the 1990 siege inside Parliament, Eversley recalls Robinson ordering the military to resist the insurgents, a moment of courage, he says, must be taught in local classrooms rather than forgotten in political talk.
I saw when they shot him. When he said torturers, murderers, attack with full force, a man willing to lay his life. I saw when Bilal Abdullah said, if they only storm the parliament, kill everybody, including myself. And God knows why he have me out there today. Not a single year I've missed. Not a single, every year I've been begging everybody. A right Chief Secretary Ali, he never, a right former Chief Secretary, never. But our history must always be there for us to learn and for us to understand.
Eversley is urging Tobago's Division of Education and business leaders to establish formal committees to integrate national history into school curricula before the island's proudest legacies fade away. Jewel Green George for Tobago Updates Television News.
Police in Tobago have launched an arson investigation after an early morning attack targeting veteran TV6 journalist Elizabeth Liz Williams. Shortly after 2 a.m. on Friday, unknown perpetrators set her vehicle on fire outside her Lowlands home. Tobago Updates reporter Joel Green George has the details.
A quiet Lowlands neighborhood became a crime scene early Friday morning. Longtime broadcast media practitioner Liz Williams and her daughter were awoken around 2 a.m. by the sound of barking dogs and loud noises, only to discover Williams's vehicle engulfed in flames in her driveway.
We were awoken to a noise and dogs barking in the area. My daughter alerted me that my vehicle was on fire. We formed a bucket brigade and extinguished the flames. Police also observed someone fleeing the scene, and a getaway vehicle was also observed on the other street.
Responding officers spotted a suspect fleeing on foot and a getaway vehicle parked nearby. Officers processed the scene, and Senior Superintendent Rudel Kirk confirmed police will maintain patrols in the area. Williams has commended the quick response of the authorities.
I want to thank especially the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service for their assistance in the matter. They were prompt. A number of police officers visited the scene.
The Media Association of Trinidad and Tobago issued a strong statement calling for a thorough probe, adding, quote, "Given the serious implications of press freedom, should that prove to be the case, we urge the TTPS to treat this matter with the utmost seriousness and ensure that every investigative avenue is pursued." End quote. Tobago Updates extends solidarity to our media colleague during this distressing time. Jewel Green George, Tobago Updates Television News.
Rumored for over a week, the National Infrastructure Development Company, NIDCO, officially confirmed this morning that a new vessel will service the Inter-Island Cargo Sea Bridge. The MV Golden Carrier replaces the MV Blue Wave Harmony, which leaves for service and to undergo scheduled maintenance and upgrades. Reporter Jewel Green George has these details.
NIDCO verified that the substitution takes place under the existing Charter Party Agreement signed on December 18, 2025. The contract allowed the vessel owner to substitute the ship at the 6-month mark. Consequently, charter costs remain unchanged and will bring no extra cost to the government. The Port Authority has notified stakeholders, including the Trinidad and Tobago Seabridge Truckers Limited. President Nicholas Manswell confirmed receiving official notice and expects the replacement vessel to arrive tomorrow in Trinidad. Manswell stated that the truckers welcome a smooth transition and expressed optimism for continued trade expansion across the CARICOM region following recent regional ferry announcements by Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley. The Golden Carrier meets all cargo specifications, offering 1,950 lane meters compared to 1,925 on the Blue Wave Harmony. It carries up to 399 passengers, an increase from the previous capacity of 280. Onboard upgrades include 240 passenger berths, 70 cabins, and expanded 176-seat cafeteria and an 80-seat bar. The vessel also continues to handle refrigerated and dangerous goods. To prevent service disruptions, the Golden Carrier begins loaded sea trials on Sunday, July 26. The Port Authority will release the official commercial sailing schedule shortly. Attempts to reach the Minister of Works and Infrastructure for comment prior to news time were unsuccessful. Jewel Green George, Tobago Updates Television News.
Nicole, we know that we're in the heritage season. Have you ever been to any of the heritage festivities thus far?
Yulani, I am thinking that I am missing out.
Okay.
But I am going to be attending next week, Tuesday, I think it's the 30th. We have the Heritage Queen show. So, yeah, I'll definitely be there. What about you?
I must admit, I too have not been able to attend any just yet. Actually, I am a bit upset that I missed out the one in Charlottesville, because that is one that I actually usually look forward to.
Yes, me too. I followed it on social media, and I really enjoyed the fact that you have the dancing, the Coup. Yes, I want to be part of that experience, as well as the Batimil. Yeah?
For me, I look forward to the food. So when you reach down by the dirt oven bread and you have the dirt oven sweet bread, so I look forward to that part. However, I must admit that I am targeting the Yam Festival Heritage Show on Tuesday. I intend to attend that one.
Excellent. So we are definitely outside for this heritage
Definitely.
festival.
Up next, Lecato delivers a rich heritage showcase.
Step out of my dreams to my real life. Girl, I wanna know you feel like, Come closer to me, let the stars align, In the middle of the night, you bring the sunshine. Miss Lady, she have a pot on the fire, burn a flame when she cooking.
Coming up, Barbados kicks off festival season with Crop Over, where you can live like a local. Moments of discovery and joy during Culinary Month in Antigua and Barbuda. Find that hero within you. As these women of vision share their stories of success, Caribbean Passport TV, your guide to what's happening in the region, here on this station.
Nice.
If I have to call a supervisor one more time to sign off on a customer because their financials are in a mess, I will scream.
Don't scream in a bank. That have lockup in it.
It's either they're not registered properly, or you know what? We could just forget about annual returns, right?
Compliance is a bad word to most of them. Haul your compliance out of here. But let me eat.
What is wrong with Trinbagonians? I mean, it has so much help they could get out there.
Well, you know, Trinis, we don't like to spend we money.
But you know what? Be comfortable with losing we money. That make it any financial
What people should do is call Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago.
Wait, what? Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago?
Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago Tax and Accounting Services. Yeah, they offer help from registering your business to filing your tax. Oh! My lunch is over. Oh!
Wait, tell me more.
No, go and scream in the bank. You go and scream in the bank.
No, Antoine, don't get one sooner.
Tobago, are you ready to celebrate culture, color, and creativity? Then make Heritage Haven books and things your first stop this Heritage Festival. Step into a world of vibrant African wear, handcrafted accessories, unique gifts, local authors, and inspiring books for every age. Whether you're dressing for the festivities or searching for something special, Heritage Haven has something just for you. Heritage Haven books and things where culture comes alive. Visit us today at the Scarborough Esplanade and discover treasures. Celebrate culture where read it, live it.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. The spotlight turned to the village of Lecato as the community presented its signature staging of folk tales and superstitions as part of the Heritage Festival. Area Representative and Secretary of Tourism, Antiquities and Creative Economy, Zorisha Hackett, praised the production while stressing the importance of protecting Tobago's founding cultural traditions. Alia Balgobin has the details in this report.
Known for its rich history of oral storytelling, mystic and traditional folklore, the community of Lecato hosted its annual heritage celebration under the theme Folk Tales and Superstitions. Speaking at the event, Area Representative for Lecato Golden Lane and Secretary of the Division of Tourism Zorisha Hackett expressed immense pride in the staging. She highlighted the critical need to balance new cultural ventures with the preservation of Tobago's long-standing heritage roots, honoring pioneers like the late George Stanley Baird and Dr. J.D. Elder.
You know, it's my first Heritage Festival as secretary, and this particular one, occurred in my district tonight, so I'm a proud area rep. But to be honest with you, I think that we were spending a little more time focused on Carnival. And I told TFC, listen, yes, we have this new festival coming on board, but we can't forget where we came from. This is one of the founding festivals in the Tobago space. And the late, great George Stanley Baird and, of course, J.D. Elder had a lot to do in terms of building this product.
Secretary Hackett noted that this year's theme Resonance provided audience with an authentic look into the island's heritage journey over nearly 4 decades, setting the stage for future milestones.
And that theme, let me tell the whole story, I think that it did, a lot of the productions justice. People are asking for that kind of origin story and seeing, where we've moved over the 39 years, and I think that it sets the stage for year 40.
As the island looks ahead to landmark anniversary celebrations, community productions like Lecato continue to safeguard the core stories and customs of Tobago for generations to come.
Which we plan to celebrate in a big way next year. We want it to be a homecoming, and so we're starting to ask the diaspora to prepare themselves because it's going to be a really serious celebration. 40 years since the advent of the Tobago Heritage Festival.
Hackett is urging Tobagonians living in the diaspora to start making arrangements early to return home for what she promised would be an unmissable heritage celebration. With the stage now set for next year's historic milestone, community custodians in Lecato stand ready to keep the island's rich storytelling legacy alive. Alia Balgovin, reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
Tobago Steel Pan Journey takes center stage tonight as the 2026 Tobago Heritage Festival presents Pan Folk-o-rama. Organized by the Pan Trimbago Tobago region, the Steel Pan Theatre production explores the evolution of the national instruments across the island, tracing its roots from Crown Point to Charlottesville, from low side to top side. The production blends live steel band music, drama, and oral storytelling to recognize the players, tuners, arrangers, and communities who built the island's steel pan heritage. Festivities began Friday, July 24th, with a street parade starting at 6 in the evening at the Montgomery Road in Bethel. The main stage performance follows at 7 at the RBC Redemption Soundsetters Pan Theatre. Admission is $50 for adults and $30 for children. The event follows under the official theme for this year's Heritage Festival, Let We Tell the Whole Story. Organizers expect wide community participation as the island continues its month-long celebration of cultural traditions.
As the Tobago Heritage Festival continues to showcase the island's rich cultural legacy, calls are being made for greater community innovation and broader village participation. Assembly member Zorisha Hackett is urging local cultural groups and communities to step up with creative proposals that revive traditional elements and keep the festival dynamic. Alia Balgobin has the details in this report.
Preserving history while keeping cultural traditions vibrant requires continuous evolution. Assemblymember Zorisha Hackett believes one way to achieve this is through a strategic rotation system, allowing various villages dedicated time and resources to develop high-quality cultural productions. Pointing to traditional village character displays such as those once seen in Lecato, she highlighted the impact of immersive street-level cultural experiences.
So, we're looking forward to even doing like a rotation type scenario where some villages get the opportunity for some developmental work to be done with them, so they come back and deliver a really solid product, and we don't have the monotony of doing the same things over and over again. So for instance, today I was selling the Lecato cultural group and the village council. I heard of a period when they used to actually have Muppets, and they had characters, in the actual village. I saw a few of them today, but I want to see us actually walking through the streets, for instance.
With several festival events remaining on the calendar, she encouraged surrounding communities to take the initiative by submitting compelling, original proposals that celebrate each village's unique heritage.
And I would really want to see other villages, stepping up to the challenge and writing these proposals that are really unique and really engaging, that would have a lot of us looking forward to what's next, So yes, we have a few more shows to go.
Her call highlights the importance of community innovation to ensure Tobago's heritage remains vibrant, authentic, and celebrated for generations. Reporting for Tobago Updates Television News, I am AMPLIA Balgabin.
We're taking a quick commercial timeout, but your news coverage never stops. Join thousands of viewers across the island following our daily coverage on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Just search Tobago Updates on your favorite feed. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Every village has a story. Every tradition has a voice. This July 16th to August 1st, discover them all at the 2026 Tobago Heritage Festival. This year's theme, Let We Tell the Whole Story, invites you to experience the customs, resilience, and rich cultural legacy that continue to define Tobago. Join us for unforgettable performances, village celebrations, and authentic cultural experiences across the island. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. Visit TobagoFestivalsCommission.com for event details.
Tobago, are you ready to celebrate culture, color, and creativity? Then make Heritage Haven books and things your first stop this Heritage Festival. Step into a world of vibrant African wear, handcrafted accessories, unique gifts, local authors, and inspiring books for every age. Whether you're dressing for the festivities or searching for something special, Heritage Haven has something just for you. Heritage Haven books and things where culture comes alive. Visit us today at the Scarborough Esplanade. Discover treasures, celebrate culture where read it, live it.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, buljoil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
As small Caribbean islands, we do need to remember that we can't do it individually. The Caribbean needs to work as a whole from something as simple as pool procurement of medicine or pool procurement of equipment, to sharing training, to having centers of excellence in different islands. Working together as one, we can become giants.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
Welcome back. Assemblyman Zorisha Hackett is weighing in on the recent pre-action protocol letter issued by the Jogi family. While official comments on behalf of the administrations are being withheld pending internal discussions, Hackett says she fully understands why the family feels compelled to seek legal recourse. Speaking on the matter, Hackett noted that executive decisions with the responsible secretary must take place before a collective statement can be issued. However, having maintained close contact with the grieving family following the tragic loss of life, she expressed empathy for their decision to pursue justice through the courts in the absence of criminal charges.
We have to have a conversation about it, and we really wouldn't want to speak to the media as a collective until we have that conversation with the secretary that has that responsibility. But I mean, as secretary with responsibility for tourism, and because I was intimately involved with the family after the tragedy, you know, I understand why it's happening, you know, and we can't be surprised by it. I mean, a life was lost tragically, and because no charges were laid yet, a family, you know, is left with no choice but to, you know, ask justice to step in and see.
Hackett reiterated that further official statements regarding the pre-action letter will provide once executive talk concludes.
Tobago's Steel Pan fraternity has the opportunity to step up and collect well-earned rewards following an impressive showing at Panorama 2026. Tobago has officially rolled out its distribution schedule for Panorama 2026 preliminary rounds players' remittance checks. Distribution began early this week across Trinidad, but the focus now shifts directly to Tobago. Local pan musicians collected their checks today, Friday, July 24th, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The distribution continues tomorrow, Saturday, July 25th, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Collection continues at Tobago's Tobago Region Office, located at Unit 1A in the TLH building on Milford Road in Scarborough. Both dates are open collection days for players across all alphabetical categories, from A to Z. Remaining collection dates wrap up in Trinidad next week at Curep Shazano Pan Theatre on Wednesday, July 29th, and Skinner Park in San Fernando on Thursday, July 30th. In an official release, Tobago stated that, quote, Tobago is pleased to announce the distribution schedule of players' remittance checks for participants in the Panorama 2026 preliminary round, end quote. They thanked players for their continued contribution to the festival's success. These payouts follow a successful season for Tobago steel bands. Uptown Fascinators secured national glory by tying for first place in the small conventional band finals with 283 points, while Tiantec New Eastside Dimension placed fifth in the same division. In the large conventional band category, Cats and Jammers represented the island on the main stage, finishing sixth overall with 281 points. Players collecting checks must present a valid national identification card at the venue. The weather report when we return.
And I have never ever tried anything from the dirt oven, let's go to the backyard dirt oven on a Thursday. You know, talk about authentic. On entry, I felt at home. I felt like I was going to visit my loving grandmother on a weekend. The kind of weekend where she showers you with love, stories, and food. This place is a home away from home. And just like I would do at home, I pop the question, what you had to eat day? And boom, coconut drops. Boom, bread. Boom, garlic bread, boom, hops, boom, coconut tart, boom, jam tart, and boom, something they call nuts. And just like that, Mistress Baker was ready to pop them in the oven. And don't worry, she had some help. And while we was waiting, I said, let me hear from Mistress Baker herself.
Well, we've been operating for a couple of years now. We started, this was a COVID project. We operate strictly on Tuesdays only. You don't keep stock, we only sell on Tuesdays.
Such a sweet lady. Hey, Olia, it's ready. When last you see a nice golden brown bread, sir? Backyard bakery for the win. Olia, a GT. I finally get me the oven bread with a little extra goodies on the side. You might be asking, where they're located? They are located on Buku, right on Nightingale Avenue, right before Racetrack Wheels if you're coming from town. Just look for the green hedge. You can't miss it. Pause. Check out the menu day one time. Honestly, guys, this is an experience I will never forget. It's a home away from home, a place filled with love, life, and most importantly, good bread.
Every village has a story. Every tradition has a voice. This July 16th to August 1st, discover them all at the 2026 Tobago Heritage Festival. This year's theme, Let We Tell the Whole Story, invites you to experience the customs, resilience, and rich cultural legacy that continue to define Tobago. Join us for unforgettable performances, village celebrations, and authentic cultural experiences across the island. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. Visit TobagoFestivalsCommission.com for event details.
Tobago, are you ready to celebrate culture, color, and creativity? Then make Heritage Haven books and things your first stop this Heritage Festival. Step into a world of vibrant African wear, handcrafted accessories, unique gifts, local authors, and inspiring books for every age. Whether you're dressing for the festivities or searching for something special, Heritage Haven has something just for you. Heritage Haven books and things where culture comes alive. Visit us today at the Scarborough Esplanade and discover treasures. Celebrate culture where read it, live it.
Welcome back. Now for a look at the weather update from the Trinidad and Tobago Met Office. Tonight across Trinidad and Tobago, conditions will start generally fair despite a few isolated showers, becoming partly cloudy with scattered showers during the early morning. There is a medium 40% chance of isolated thunderstorm activity favoring but not confined to eastern and southern parts of Trinidad. Minimum temperatures tonight are expected to drop to 24 degrees Celsius at Piarco and 25 degrees Celsius at Crown Point. Tomorrow, Saturday, expect a partly cloudy or cloudy morning with a few scattered showers and a medium 40% chance of isolated thunderstorms. Conditions are forecast to settle from the afternoon into the night, despite a few lingering isolated showers. Please be aware that gusty winds and street flooding can occur in the event of heavy showers or thunderstorms. Additionally, a mild to moderate concentration of Saharan dust is present in the atmosphere, so sensitive individuals should take all necessary precautions. The heat index is forecast to register at 36 degrees Celsius at Piarco and 35 degrees Celsius at Crown Point. Seas remain moderate, with waves in open waters ranging from 1.5 to 2 meters. In sheltered areas, waves remain below 1 meter. For those monitoring the tides on Saturday, Port of Spain, high tides are at 12:25 a.m. and 2:33 p.m., with low tides at 7:30 a.m. and 7:09 p.m. Scarborough, high tides are at 12:24 a.m. and 2:33 p.m., with low tides at 7:45 a.m. and 7:03 p.m. Sunrise is at 5:53 a.m. and sunset will be at 6:31 p.m. That is our broadcast for tonight. Thank you for letting us bring Tobago's news straight to your homes. Have a restful and safe weekend. Here is one last look at today's major headlines. 1990 coup survivor urges leaders to stand up for the International Criminal Court. Police probe firebombing of journalist vehicle. And MV Golden Carrier replaces MV Blue Wave Harmony. It was interesting, but it was nice.